Hey guys, Logan Sawyer here with another YouTube video review, and part of Top 5 week we're going to be doing Top 5 DC graphic novels. Last video we covered Top 5 Marvel graphic novels, now we're going to do DC. So, number 5 on my list is a tie between Superman Earth 1 Volume 1 and Superman Earth 1 Volume 2. These are two excellent books, probably my favorite Superman stories of all time. They are excellent and just such good books. These are really, really good. J. Michael Straczynski wrote these, and these are just excellent stories. Volume 1 focuses more on Superman's origin story, whereas with Volume 2 is more just a sequel to it, and it is just excellent. And next year they're actually releasing Superman Earth 1 Volume 3, which I cannot wait to get. But obviously I'll have to wait for hard softcover because all the hardcovers are too expensive. But yeah, these are two great Superman graphic novels. I recommend these to anybody who likes comic books, anybody that likes Superman. Like, just anybody. Also, I also recommend this to any haters of Superman. I also recommend this book to theirs, because this book actually does put you to perspective. Because I remember before, I liked Superman, but I didn't like him, that much. I mean, I thought he was, like, okay. But then when I read these two books, I was like, oh my gosh, Superman's actually pretty awesome. So yeah, these are two pretty good, great books. Highly recommend them. Recommend them to anybody. And yeah, definitely get those, guys. Now, next book I have is a collection, Batman, the Batman Judge Dredd case files. This is an excellent book. It is a collection of 4 different Batman Judge Dredd crossover stories, and it is so good. And they all take place after each other. So, like, for example, like in the first story, Batman and Judge Dredd meet for the first time. Second story, Judge Dredd will come back and Batman will say, "Oh gosh, not you again. I don't like you at all." But yeah, it's a great story. Really, really good. A lot of humor in it. Surprisingly, I actually said in my review that I was surprised that these are like the 2 most grittiest, most darkest characters I've ever read in comic books, and yet there was still a lot of humor and a lot of fun in it. But yeah, it's a great book. Highly recommend this. Good for Judge Dredd fans. Good for Batman fans. Good for any comic book fan, really. And this is the solution to Dredd 2. Just bring Ben Affleck in there. Because I mean, I think that's the only way we can get Dredd 2. I mean, I would love Dredd 2, but yeah, I mean, we're probably not going to get it. But anyway, aside from the point, now top 3 is Death of Superman. Death of Superman. This is an excellent graphic novel. This was the first Superman graphic novel that I ever sunk my teeth into. Actually, my first Superman story I ever sunk my teeth into. I never. Because before I would just read random Superman issues that my dad gave me, but this was the first actual story that I really sunk my teeth into, and it is excellent. It is the original Death of Superman story arc. It then continues into World Without Superman and Return of Superman, but this is my favorite. This was my favorite one of that trilogy. It was just this Death of Superman, because it's just action packed. Superman fights Doomsday. The fight scenes are epic. It is amazing, and it's like Man of Steel fighting scene quality. It's really, really good. Really enjoyed it, and definitely earned my right to top 3. Then number 2 on my list is a graphic novel that I really, really enjoy. A very underrated Batman story, but Batman: A Death in the Family. Now, people always talk about this graphic novel, saying that yeah, it's important in the Batman storyline, but in terms of the writing, nobody actually goes on about it. People talk about Dark Knight Returns and all those other graphic novels, which are good. They're also very, very good, but I think this one actually at least deserves to be in the top 5, because I mean top 5 Batman graphic novels, and it's in my top 5 graphic novels. It's excellent. Really, really good story. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, it was just a really, really good story. But yeah, I mean, it was depressing that Robin died, but it's a very, very good story, and the main reason why I like this is because it highlights one of Batman's greatest failures, and actually shows you that Batman is human, that Batman does make mistakes, and that that he can't always save everybody. I mean, it seems to be the trend with superheroes these days, is that, they're trying to bring in the fact that these superheroes can't save everybody all the time. It's not a perfect world. But anyway, and then my number 1 favorite graphic novel, of not only my favorite graphic novel in my collection, but my favorite graphic novel of all time. I've never read a comic book story that's better than this, and that is Geoff Johns' Blackest Night. Blackest Night is by far the greatest graphic novel I've ever read in my life. It is excellent. It is an excellent Green Lantern story, and just by far just such a good graphic novel. Yeah, if they could make, I mean, the fact that they haven't, with their DC animated movies, the fact that they haven't made a DC animated movie of this book, I have no idea why they have not done it yet. I mean, in fact, a live action movie would be very nice. Thank you very much. But yeah, but this is a great book. Excellent writing, excellent story, excellent art, excellent. Just everything about this book's excellent. I don't think there's any. I never spotted any flaws in this book. 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, or whatever you want to call it. It is a great graphic novel, and definitely earns the place as my favorite graphic novel of all time. But anyway, yeah, that's my video for today, guys. So please like, share, subscribe, comment, and yeah, like before, leave your comment below and tell me actually what your top 5 favorite DC graphic novels are. But anyway, yeah, thanks, guys.